Yay! We're here.
Welcome back to Power Rangers Playback, everybody.
Yes. Is it hot like molasses out there like it is out here? We're having an extreme heat wave. It's like 100.
I heard. Yes, that's what I heard. No, we're starting to get into the fall. In fact, the leaves have even started falling. It's
Oh,
very early, but yeah, they're starting to change, which, that makes me so happy. This is my favorite. Fall is my favorite. Pumpkin latte season, everybody. Whoop!
woo, I love me some pumpkin latte for sure. Guys, thank you
Yes.
so much for joining us today. We have an amazing guest for you guys.
Yes,
We got to hang out with him.
we did. We love this little muffin chops. He's the best. So without further ado, Jordon Fite. Woo! Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yo, what's up, Ranger family?
Hey, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. I woke up this morning, so I can't complain at all.
With that beautiful smile.
Oh, it was so great seeing you at Power Morphicon too. And then we had the absolute pleasure of truly hanging out with you like 2 weeks prior to that at the small little con that we won't mention.
We will not. But you know what we were saying to Hunter when I saw it at Morphicon, and we were like, that was meant to be, because we actually got time together and we had great conversation. And if we hadn't have been in that bizarre situation, maybe that wouldn't have happened. So
Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
So I
it
just
was
have
a
to
meant
look
to
at
be.
it through the bright side.
Yes.
Bright side.
Yes, exactly. We
That's-
need to look at the bright side sometimes,
Yes.
So yeah. So
Jordan,
what's going on?
yeah.
Oh man. In between time of the industry just slowly waking back up and things like that. During my off time, I go to schools and talk to kids. Do birthday parties. Just to keep the Ranger spirit alive. With Hasbro not knowing what's going to be next. I just try to keep it relevant. You know what I mean? And there's still a lot of people out there that still don't know that Power Rangers is still filming. It's still people to this day, they freak out when they're just like, bro, you a for real Power Ranger? And I just be like, yeah, bro. They're just like, nah, you just playing. And I'll show them. They're just be like, bro, what? Like, that's my childhood. And it's me. I love bringing smiles to faces. So it's pretty easy doing that. Also, I've been auditioning here and there. I just booked a new film. It's a horror film. So can't wait to update you guys on that. I know I posted something on my social media, but it's been slight few changes. But soon we will be getting updates about that. So that should be very interesting.
Amazing.
Been doing Comic Cons, being with these beautiful people right here.
Yeah.
That's been amazing. I always, like I tell people all the time, I love going to Comic Con so I can actually have conversations with people that enjoy my work and enjoy the show and enjoy what 30 years of this franchise has done. So it's always good to talk to those people as well. So yeah, that's how my life has been. Yeah.
All
How
right.
was Morphicon for you? Because this is the first time you're doing it without that. Like now that you're off the show, was it different for you? How was it experience?
So this is the second. Well, after we did the last season, this is the first time off doing Power Morphicon. So it was great. It was amazing. I enjoyed seeing the fans, the supporters. I'm sorry. I don't like calling them fans. They're supporters. That's
Yes.
like my little thing right there. So
I like that.
it was great seeing my supporters. Great. I got to see all my Rangers, all my Ranger family. That was the first time my cast had ever been there, like the full cast, like all 7 of us. And then we had like some of the villains as well there, so that was great. Got to catch up with everyone, see how everyone's life's been. We don't really see each other, besides on social media. So it was good to see faces, smiles, stories, ups and downs, because life have been life, and for not just certain people, but a lot of people's life's been life, and so it was good to hear everybody's stories and seeing each other grow and just encouraging each other. So
Yes,
that was amazing.
I love it. I love it.
Say, when we hung up, Jordan, you completely just tug at my heartstrings. I left there such with a full plate, guys. Jordan's heart is beyond measure. I just have to put that out there. Like I've seen you in passing and we'll say hello, give each other a hug, but to sit there and actually hear your story and your heart for God, your heart for people, and just you're almost like a little old soul. Now
Yeah, he is.
it's incredible, and I'm so blessed to have had that opportunity to sit down and to speak with you and Hunter. Like I got to see like your heart and to see who you guys truly are, as opposed to just you guys. You know, we go to a lot of cons and there's a lot of people in our family, the Power Ranger family. So you don't always have those great moments where you sit down and you really get to the
Know
heart of,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So true.
So thank you for
Yes.
your honesty and your truth.
Oh, of course. No, thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Aw.
So now we're never going to let you go. So just know that. So
You have two mom rangers.
all right. So John from our channel said, "Who did you get along with the most on set?"
Oh my gosh, that's a hard question. Oh my gosh, I know from the jump, um, before I even got to New Zealand, because so the rest of I don't know if everybody know this, but the rest of the team went over like 2-3 weeks before I did, because the Gold Ranger came in last, so they just didn't really want me just like over there just not doing anything, so they brought me over like 2 to 3 weeks later. Everybody else quarantined together because we went over there. We traveled during COVID. So everyone else went over there. They quarantined. I ended up going over later, quarantining by myself. So that was a little difficult. But during that time, Hunter really had got, started messaging me, making sure I was good. And Hunter and I forgot who the other one was. I know it's Hunter for sure. Like she was trying to make like stuff and bring it to me in quarantine, like and different stuff like that. But I ended up quarantining in another city. So I went to a city down south of Auckland, which is where we filmed at, called Christchurch. I ended up quarantining there, so it was a little different for me through that process. But she helped me out a lot through that process. But as far as like on set, it was all everybody had their days. Like some days it'd just be me and Kai on set, or some days it'd just be me and Russell on set. So everybody just had their days. But when we was all together, everybody would just be vibing. Like it'd be a loud set. Like set is very loud when all seven of us is there. So it's a lot of conversations going on. And just besides like our Ranger team, like the crew, like we'll be having conversations with our crew, like the executive producers, like the screen grabbers, the stunt crew, like everybody. We were just so talkative, and everybody was just like, it was always great energy on set. And that's one thing that I appreciate the most about Power Rangers. Like it wasn't just like, oh, who we filmed with. It was everyone that was involved.
Yeah, and when I was there, the crew was so excited to have you guys back because they really loved you guys. So it was very sweet to see them like anticipating you guys coming back and returning, and they got to have more time with you. It was very sweet.
Right, because it's hard just getting up at 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and just going to work with people just because, you know what I mean? So we just wanted to make it fun to go to work. I want to wake up and be happy to go see this. You know what I mean? So we just wanted to make it an enjoyable moment. Filming was already fun on top of that. So we just like, let's just make this a whole thing, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have a new hairstyle here too since I saw you last.
Yes, I do.
Yes,
I'm trying to
you
change
do.
it up a little bit.
I like it.
I actually had this hairstyle in the show on the last episode of Cosmic Fury.
Oh, you did?
So they let us pick like a hairstyle that we wanted. They were just like, you guys, it's the concert episode. You guys just pick what hairstyle you wanted. So my hairstyle in particular, I had to have like 3 meetings before I can have this hairstyle just to get an understanding of like, it was just the whole thing. But got to do
it's adorable.
And it was amazing. So
who did it for you? Did they bring in a hairstylist to do it for you?
No, they did not. So they had the people on set already, like the hairstylist people on set, and he literally like, because this was like 2 weeks prior to filming the last episode, so he was just like learning. He was on YouTube. He said, "What can I learn how to do?" I said, "Man, go. YouTube is a university. Literally, it's a free university. Go to YTU,
you can learn anything.
YouTube University. It'll teach you everything." So he studied it for like 2 weeks, and he got it. He got close to it. So it was like it was good enough to be on screen. So I was just like, I'm fine with it. Cool.
Yes, because our hair is different. Not everybody can do our hair.
Yeah, it's a little different.
I would show up on set with my own hair done. After Power Rangers, Power Rangers, every show that I did up to this date, I go with my hair already done because I already know that it's gonna be a hot mess. And I'm like, yeah, because on Power Rangers, I remember it was my first series, so I was just sitting there. not wanting to say anything because I'm new on set, and I was like, "This looks
Same.
like boo boo," and I said, "Yeah, yeah, that's great."
Same. Same. I know for our season 1 and 2 of Dino Fury, they didn't have like an actual like barber that cut me and Russell's type of hair.
That's what happened with Walter. The same
Yeah.
thing.
Same
Yes.
thing. They did not have no one. So it was just like, okay, me and Russell were just like, all right, we coming back for season 3 for Cosmic Fury. That's not happening. We need a barber, like an actual barber.
Yes.
Because I had me and Russell, we get fades. And
Yeah.
nobody, like none of the makeup artists or the hairstylists that they had knew how to do like a fade. They know how to do an edge up. They just couldn't do a fade. So for seasons 1 and 2, I just had an even cut all the way around, which I
No.
didn't like at the time. But then we went back for Cosmic Fear, and Russell was just like, we're going to put it in our contract, bro. We need
Yes.
somebody
Good
that
for
can give us a fade.
you.
So
You were an advocate for yourself.
Right, of course. So we made it like a priority for them to find us a barber. So every week, depending on whatever day we wanted, we can go get a haircut, like an actual fade haircut. So they made that adjustment a little bit. Thanks to Walter. I heard Walter had a little.
Nikia, Walter did, yes, he definitely had some say in that. Nikia had a weave on her on the second when we got into Turbo, and Karen had braids because they were just over it, and the hair, like Karen's hair was breaking. Yeah, so so
you have to make some changes. Yep.
Yeah, it's so interesting that they didn't think about that. Like, anyways,
it's funny when I first got on the show, they sent me to Beverly Hills to go get my hair done by nobody that did Black people's hair. And I remember looking. No, actually, before that, I had gone to Bonnie's sister.
Yes.
And I was the only Black person in there, and she lied and said she knew how to do perms. If she would have burned my hair off, I would have been in jail.
You don't play with no perm. That is one thing you don't play with is no perm.
Yeah.
And afterward, that she actually did a decent job, but I found out afterward that she didn't know how to do a perm. And I'm not anybody's experiment.
No.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely not.
All right. Question 2. Chris said, where do you see Power Rangers going from here? And would you want to do a musical Power Ranger episode?
Great thinking, Chris. That was a musical Power Ranger episode would be crazy. I know Hobby Chance would love that.
Yeah.
Chance and Tessa would love that for sure.
Yeah.
Of course I'll join. I dibble and dabble a little bit when it comes to singing, but I might be able to throw in a little something now. But I see Power Rangers going. I don't know. I had some just random idea come to my head of like Power Rangers and Transformers doing something. I don't know, like according to like Transformers have come to the Zord side of things, and I don't know. I just have been having different ideas about it, but hopefully they do something because I will hate for a 30-year franchise that's still relevant to just end.
Yeah.
So
me too.
yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but I hope it's something in the near future. Of course, it don't have to be just like soon because I want them to take their time and actually make it like what it's been for 30 years.
Yeah.
So I wish they would take their time, and I just hope that they do something. I just don't want it to die after 30 years of being amazing.
No.
It's still people like I told you guys at the beginning, like it's been people to this day saying like, bro, Power Rangers, like, bro, like I got to put my kids on. Like they don't even like a lot of people just don't know. And that's why that's why I do the stuff that I do, like travel to schools. Like half of them kids don't even know Power Rangers still, and then they go home and go watch it. So it's just like me. That's why I'm glad God gave me this platform to just like do different stuff like that. So I just try to put positivity out there. So as long as Power Rangers keep on with the positivity and keep moving forward, you can do a little collab with somebody. It'll be amazing.
Transformers would be awesome. I loved Transformers.
Yeah.
That would be. I've never thought about that one. That's cool. All right. David said, what is a great memory you want to share that makes you feel nostalgic from being on Power Rangers?
I'll probably say my first day on set of Dino Fury. My first time on set, I was in a new country. I was 19, 18 years old. Everything was just like so new to me. And I never forget this day. We was on set, and I before then, like, they give us our lines so we can study our lines. Um, and I was great. Like, I was ready the night before. I went to Hunter's room because we both lived in the same building. So I went up to Hunter's room. She helped me with my lines because I was just so nervous. So I just wanted to be perfect. I went up to her room. We worked on our lines and stuff. Went to sleep. Had a great night. Woke up around like 5 a.m. that morning. Got to set like in a car. Usually when I get in the guys. So what a lot of people don't know about me is when I get in the car, it don't matter if it's a 5-minute ride, 10-minute ride. I'm going to sleep. So it's automatically like I had a friend of mine. So I'm flying to Cincinnati this weekend, and like I said, I booked my flight and everything like that. And he was like, "I bet you $100 you go to sleep on that flight because it's a short flight." Like literally,
Sounds like me. I'm the same way.
Literally, anytime I'm traveling somewhere, I have to go to sleep. But that whole car ride, the first day of set, I did not go to sleep. And it was like a 40-minute ride. Did not go to sleep. I was just so locked into like my lines. I got to be right. This is my first day. The first impression is the best impression. Like, I'm finna go to set and be in front of like 100 people that's on set every day, like moving around. So I'm like, I got to be ready. I get to set. I'm in my camper. I'm in a makeup chair, wardrobe. Like every time I went to a different location, I'm just thinking about my lines. Like I have my sides in my hand. I'm good. I'm like, okay, I got it. Like this easy. Like I got it. Boom. We get to set. We go through rehearsal. Rehearsal going perfect. I'm reciting all my lines without my paper in my hand. Like I'm good. Like I'm ready to go. And soon as the lead AD, quiet on set, rope cameras rolling, action. My mind went blank. Like my mind went blank.
Gosh.
And I literally, my scene partner at the time was, I think it was Russell. Yeah, I think it was Russell at the time. And I literally just went blank and I literally just stood there. And I was just like, well, when you don't know your line, you say line. I was just like, line. And they told me my line. And I cherished that moment for the rest of my life. Because it built me. Like it was just like, okay, this is what you do now. You're going to grow from it. It's okay it taught me like it's okay to mess up. Everybody messes up.
Yes.
And like for that moment, I just be like, that'll run with me for the rest of my life. That's probably one of my favorite.
That's
favorite
like a
memories.
dream. Like you're on stage and you just walk out and then you're like, that I have that. I hate that dream, but it's not. Your nerves get the best of you, you know.
Oh, it does. But as they say, and is one thing that I learned is if you're not nervous about something, you really don't care about it. So it's great to be nervous, guys. It's okay to be nervous. For anyone that needed to hear that, it's okay to be nervous. I mean, you care about it and you want to do good and the best that you can do at it. So
yeah, I love that. Okay. From Scotty, which Rangers from the past would you team up with? Would you want?
I gotta go my OGs and everyone that I really got close with, like from doing these different cons and stuff and just getting to know people's personalities. I can just, if anything, I'd rather be in of course Mighty Morphin because that's the OGs, and then just any season that I got close with anybody with. So of course it's you guys seasons, Beast Morpher season, Ninja Steel season, just dipping the dabs. Even if Ion just pops up and wave his hands and teleport out, like that'll be enough. You know what I mean? Like anything because I feel like a lot. Like I've learned a lot about everyone. So it's just like, okay, I want to be in this season. I want to be in this season. I want to be in this season. So there's no particular season that I really just like really really want to do, except Mighty Morphin, of course, because that's where it all started at.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hope that answers your question.
Yes.
Do you have any pointers, Kat? Because you were in Mighty Morphin. So what do you think about that? I think a lot of people want to do Mighty Morphin because where it all began.
Because it's the beginning of the series. Yeah, and they really did develop the characters in that season. I think they spent a lot of time so that people really got attached to the characters. As the show progressed, I think they focused less on that. And that was one thing actually fans really liked about Dino Fury was it kind of was a bit more like the original formula of the show. So they felt that and then you guys got to go on and do Cosmic Fury. So people got to know your characters a little better.
Right.
Yeah.
And like the whole, like when I do a con or something, they just like, I just love how your character developed and I've seen that just to piggyback on what you said, like they enjoyed that character development.
Yes.
Like my character grown especially my character, grown a lot from season one Dino Fury to the end of Cosmic Fury. Of course,
Yeah.
because of the tragedies that happened in Cosmic Fury, but also they just appreciated, I guess, the longevity that my character had with the seasons because
Hmm.
we did go back and do a third season. So
Yes.
yeah, get
Yes.
that fullest.
I
Yeah.
have a question for you. With your being on set the first time, losing your lines, how long did it take for you to get to remember your lines that day? How long did it take after that first take for you to recall your lines?
Uh, so after I messed up that first time, I got it right the second time, but the director wanted me to change a few things, and then I was still nervous though. Like I got my lines out, but you can just still see that I was nervous. Like I will make a decision in my head and then like think twice about it. Like I'll make a decision and then the director can see that I should have did it that way. And like they seen it and
Mm.
they just like, Jordan, it's okay. Like everything's gonna be all right. Just it's okay. Like guys, I was a kid. I just
You
graduated high school.
baby.
I'm a kid and just like I was just thrown in on the deep end. You know what I mean? Booked this
Yeah.
amazing show, flew across the country. I've never been outside the country without my parents, without my mom, without my, any family and any
It's
family member.
huge.
So it was all that was just like taking place all at the same time, all at the same time. It was just hitting.
As a mom, I would have been freaking out because my daughter just went to college. She's 6 hours away, but to have your kid on the other side of the world during COVID, like going through all I mean, that really made you mature as a person.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, you really had to grow up fast. And I love that Hunter kind of, it was so cute seeing your dynamic together because she kind of mums you. She's like a big sister and she just took care of you. I love that she stepped in and gave you that. She knew that was what you needed. So sweet.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
everyone could tell that I was nervous because they had been on set for, you know what I mean, like a month or
Yeah.
two, month and a half. So everybody was all comfortable, and then I'm just coming in like, and that's one thing I was talking to like other actors that on other shows. They were just like, yeah, bro, like a supporting role or a co-star role, like those are probably one of the difficult times because you
Yeah.
going onto a set with a whole lot of chemistry and you just coming in as a newbie. So it's just like I'm like, okay, it's all making sense now. Because when I first went on to my show, I was the same way. Like I was.
Well, it was the same for us too. The same thing. We were both, coming into an already established cast, so it's intimidating. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
to finish the answer to that, so that day it was a little tough for me. Like I got all my lines out, but you can still tell that I was kind of nervous on set. And Simon Bennett, which is the executive producer for the show, he had a talk with me later that week because the rest of the week went great. It was just that first day.
Okay.
That first day. So all everything that we filmed that first day, they cut it, and we went like a couple of weeks later after he seen that okay, he good now.
Oh, because
All
you're
the nerves is
comfortable.
out.
Oh,
Yeah, so that was very like I appreciate Simon to this day, like for that.
Yeah.
He could
yes.
tell because he knew my heart as well. He knew like I wanted to put my all into that because I was already saying that I kind of didn't like my first day, like as far as like my performance. I wasn't really like okay with it. Like I was okay with it, but I know I could do better. And Simon was
Mhm.
like okay, so like 2 weeks later, we went back and filmed like the whole like episode 16, guys. Episode 16, season one. Like all that in the first couple of minutes was redone like the second time. So
Well, that was so nice of him to do that.
I
yeah.
was going to say, because in this business, Jordan, people have been fired off of table reads, like them not reading their role the way that they audition. They've been fired. I've been on set where two of us were hired, and I've shared this story before, but two of us were hired. It was a sitcom. We with sitcoms, you rehearse Monday through Thursday, and typically you start filming Thursday night. You might film some, and then Friday it's in front of a live studio audience. And we did the rehearsals. The producers came to watch. They did not like the other actress. They fired her. And that same day, right after we finished rehearsing, they were casting her and she didn't know. So the fact that I have to give kudos to Hasbro for not, for allowing you to make a mistake and to keep you, because there's been so many situations where when you mess up, that's like, okay, do this. That's our time, our money. We're replacing. And there are some Power Ranger stories, some other stories that encountered where they actually were replaced. There were a couple, yeah, a couple that were replaced. So that's a blessing. I've never met Simon, but I'm so happy he did that for you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they could like literally like I was just like it was like a whole like it wasn't like a whole thing, but people can like they knew that I was like nervous. Like I wasn't talking to nobody. Like I was just like so self, like I was just worrying about myself and me doing right the next scene that we go to. So I think everybody's seen that because Simon, everybody came to set because it was my first day. So I had everybody there. People in
yeah,
the front office, like everybody was there. So there's like, this is a new Sixth Ranger. He's coming in, boom, boom, boom. And I'm just like,
Everyone's watching you. Yes.
everyone's watching me. And it just like, it was a tough day, but I got through it. The crew, everybody just like, they made it a priority to make me feel comfortable. Like they made it feel like a second home. Like, and that's what helped me throughout the entire rest of filming. But yeah, I got thrown in on the deep end. But I appreciate every bit of that. Like I needed that
yeah.
because the industry, like you just said, like the industry, it don't get sweet like that, like how I had it. You know what I mean? So I'm blessed that that was my first job. I got the jitters out. Like this was a new industry that I was getting into. Like literally, I don't know if everybody know, but Power Rangers was my first job. I had
Well,
never.
of that, explain, because Allie, that was her question. How did you get the role? What was your audition process like?
So I started acting in 2019. November is when I first ever looked at a monologue. I didn't even know what that was before. Was November. I always remember November 2019. I had got my first monologue. My agency here in Houston wanted me to like learn a monologue because I had been modeling for years. And they were just like, I think you should pivot and try to get into the acting side. And I was just like, nah, that's not for me. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm big on staying in my lane. So I'm just like, I'm gonna stay in my lane, and I'm doing great at this acting, this modeling thing. I had booked like big catalogs with Academy Sports and Outdoors and different franchises like that. So I was doing good. I was happy. I was an athlete in high school. I was getting ready to go to college. Like I was just good. And they were just like, you should pivot and do acting. And it threw off my whole mojo. I was like, oh no, like why am I trying something new? And that's one thing that I appreciate this day is trying. Like I tell kids all the time, you never know what you're destined for. Don't just set your mind on, oh, I want to be an athlete. Oh, I want to be a doctor. Get out, venture out, do different things because you never know what you're destined for. And if I didn't reach out and like do something new, so I end up trying acting. And my agency sent me to a competition in LA called IMTA. And it was like you go and perform in front of a lot of agents and managers. If they see potential, they'll like hire you and you get like a new management team and you just hit the road running. So with me, I had, like I said, I picked up a monologue in November. I learned it and I went to this competition in January called IMTA 2020. This was in 2020, so two months later, I went to this competition. I did amazing. Ended up getting first. I did one acting competition and I did four modeling. I got more callbacks in my one acting competition than the four in my modeling competition. So I'm like, okay, like this is ringing a bell now. So I ended up signing with my management team in February of 2020, which is 1 month later. And I got my first audition for Power Rangers. Power Rangers was one of my first 5 auditions that I've ever got in my life. I think it was it the third? It was the third or fourth audition that I had ever got. There was my first audition that it was a lead role that I was going for. So yeah, I got my audition in March of 2020. So January 2020 competition, February of 2020 booked with signed with a manager. March of 2020 got my first audition for Power Rangers, and I hadn't heard nothing back in like 4 months from Power Rangers. So I thought I didn't get it.
4 months.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
like
because you were the second round of casting. That's probably why. Because they were casting.
I was the first round of casting. So me, Hunter, and Kai was the first ones to get like like cast or whatever.
Oh,
So they was just
wow.
looking for the other one. They were just trying to, I guess, match everybody. And there's a lot of people
Yes.
auditioning for it. So it was like a long process. And then like around like July, my manager called and was like, hey, you got your second like second callback for Power Rangers or whatever. I'm just like, cool. And then after I got my second callback, like literally within like 2 weeks, I went through like 4 or 5 rounds in that 2 week span. They flew me out to LA one of those rounds to get like a personality check. I had that with Chip. Had a personality check. They just wanted to see me in real time because they said they had incidents in the past where they'll just cast someone through Zoom and self tapes and then got to set and it was like totally different. So They did like a personality check. One thing that we didn't do that other seasons said they did was like what is it? The table, like the table reads, the
Table
what is
read,
it? Like
chemistry.
yeah, chemistry
Chemistry
test, something like
reads.
that. Yeah, chemistry reads. That's one thing. My season didn't do. We didn't do like a chemistry read, so I guess they were just going out on a limb.
I didn't do a
don't-
chemistry read. I did a screen test with Nakia, but we didn't do chemistry reads.
Okay.
We didn't even do table reads.
Oh,
When I
wow.
went over for Ninja Steel, I was like so excited that we're doing a table read. I was like,
Mhm.
wow, they really changed it up here.
Yeah. Okay, so different seasons was for different things for different seasons. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's because Kat and I were both replacing someone, and we didn't know. So we had a cast. So when they were booking like an entire cast, I think that's when they were doing chemistry reads.
Gotcha.
I think I'm just assuming.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's probably true. I wonder if Tracy's season did a chemistry read. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There's
Yeah.
two more questions, and then we'll go on to our super chats or whatever we want to do. Okay. Justin said, "Would you ever consider going evil?"
Ooh.
Character.
Let me call Kai real quick. Kai, let me join the team, man. Let me join the team, Evil Ali. I would. That would have been great. I know Chance and Tessa got to do it one episode in Cosmic Fury. They went evil. And of course Ali was evil the whole entire series, except at the end. Most definitely. I feel like that would have been a little different from Ion. That would have been very interesting to see, just like knowing Ion's character and then going evil.
And then him seeing a different side of him. Yeah.
Exactly. So that would have been very interesting. Of course, yes, I will go evil. Yes. That would have been fun, actually.
I think it's always cool if you're always playing a good character to switch it up,
Right.
and to see how, I think it expands your acting skills when you have the opportunity to switch up like that too. So that's
Right.
awesome. All right, last question from me. If you could be, well, in this round, if you could be on any other Ranger team, which team would it be? I think you already answered that.
Mighty
Right?
Morphin.
Mighty
Yeah.
Morphin. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I saw some super chats come in here, Alex.
Yes.
Super
Alexis.
chats. What are those?
The man, the myth, the legend.
I'm just chilling in the back, just doing things.
Just
Yeah,
doing things behind the scenes.
Good
we'll
to
get
see you,
the
man.
super chat. Yeah, it's good to see you too, brother. I mean, it's been a while since June.
Yeah,
I can't believe we're heading into like the holiday season already.
I
Like,
know. What the heck?
Time waits for
I
no
am-
one. That is so weird.
no,
Like,
yeah.
why don't
I
time
am-
just?
I am with Kat
Yeah.
though. Kat, pumpkin spice lattes all day. All right, let's get into it. This first one's coming in from Wanda. Wanda says, "Hello, Kat, Nakia, and Jordan. Greetings from work."
Yes.
Oh wow.
Jordan, we do a super chat. We go
Uh-huh.
super chat, raise them up high.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Wanda. Thank you for being a channel supporter. We love you tremendously.
All right, this next one is coming in from Big Boy 702, asking, "When are y'all coming to Las Vegas?"
Mm.
Super chat.
Super chat. Raise
Raise
it
them
up.
up.
Alrighty.
Las Vegas.
We were in
Oh.
Vegas 2 years ago
I think it's more than 2 years ago.
because we did the comic book stores in 2021, wasn't it? So 3
Yeah.
years ago.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't been back there actually. We're gonna have to.
I'm gonna have to add it to the pilot, to the
Yes.
schedule. Got to come to Vegas.
Are
Yeah,
you 21? When are you 21?
Who, me?
over
Yeah.
20.
Are you You're over 21 now? I'm trying to. Oh, yeah, because you were 18 when you started the show and it's 2024. Okay. So you're of age now. So Vegas is fun when you're of age.
Yeah, most definitely. I've
The
been to
first
Vegas.
time I
though,
went-
to, like,
Go ahead.
I've been to Vegas to have fun and stuff like that, but I haven't went to Vegas to do a con. I would really enjoy that.
Yeah.
go
Or
get
sign.
fun.
We did comic book stores and it was really
Okay.
fun.
They should do it
Yeah.
at the Sphere. That would be pretty dope. At that new
Oh,
Sphere.
the Sphere
Oh, the
is
new
so
Sphere
cool.
Oh my
thing.
goodness. Yeah.
That is really cool. The first time I went to Vegas, in Australia, 18 is the legal age in Australia. So I
Same
was
thing as New
invited
Zealand.
so I was invited to Richard Janelli. He played Ernie on Mighty Morphin, and he was getting married in Vegas. And I got invited to the wedding, and I was with Jason Narvi. And I was like, what do you mean I can't go in? Like, I'm what? And they're like, you have to be 21. I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm 20. Like, I've been drinking in Australia. Come on. And they were like, no. I'm like, sorry, lady. I was like, I felt like such a kid, you know?
They shut you down quick.
They
Yeah,
shut
it
me
was.
down real quick.
Yeah,
This
it
next
was
one's
different.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now I was saying it was different in like going to New Zealand, going from the United States, not being able to
Yes.
do anything, and then you get to New Zealand and it's just like, oh, you can do whatever. Like
You're like, yeah, baby.
and I'm just like, I'm living a
Freedom. This next one's coming in from Lafayette Williams. Hey, Jordan, how did you feel to travel back to New Zealand to perform season 3 in Cosmic Fury, Raise 'em Up High, and getting new Cosmic Fury suits and weapons?
Oh man, I never take that for granted. Like that was probably one of the best feelings, not knowing that it hasn't happened in, you know what I mean, since the original cast of Mighty Morphin or whatever. Well, the cast situation with that. Yeah, we never took it for granted, man. It was a blessing to just go back and do that. To be with the same team. We added on Orange Ranger, so that was all like amazing. To get new weapons, every little bit part about it was like amazing because we was hearing rumors like when we finished filming Dino Fury, like once we got towards the end, we was hearing rumors and we were just like, okay, it hasn't happened in so long. We doubt it happens for us, like. And then we started hearing that they wasn't breaking the sets down; they were just moving them to storage. And I'm just like, okay, we pivoted in the right direction. Okay, we might go back. So we all getting our hopes up and stuff like that. And then we end up coming back home, which was back to the United States. And then we got their ring saying, like, would you guys want to come back for a third season? And of course, everybody was just like, got on board. And I think Kai was filming, he was going to be filming something at the time because he thought it was going to be like a whole, like another 2 seasons or a 22 episode thing. So I think he was filming something at the time. So Kai was the only one that didn't agree yet on going back. And then of course everything worked out. We found out we was going back for like 2.5 months, 3 months, and then that's when everybody got on board and we went back and made Cosmic Fury. So yeah,
so cool. So cool.
Awesome.
That's the best way to get it, like not knowing, and then you get that one phone call, you're like, let's do this.
let's do it. Let's go back.
More money,
And-
more money. All right, this next. Yeah, go ahead. You want me to continue it? You were gonna say something? Okay. Darren Hayes, do you guys want to do your super chat? No?
Super chat, raising my pie. Whoop,
I've been kind of talking over it. I apologize, everyone. I'm new at this. This is my first time. Hey, Kat, Nakia, and Jordan, what location do you think would be great for Morphicon Express next year?
Oh,
Are you starting a Morphicon Express? That would be the question. I would think somewhere on the East Coast, like in New York, New Jersey area.
yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of Power Ranger fans in those areas. So
Yes.
that's my vote. What about you guys?
Yeah, agreed. On the East Coast. Well, they had Ranger Station
And
in Philly, but I'm not sure if it's continuing or not. I'm not sure. So
is.
it is okay. So yeah, not in Philly, but in that vicinity.
Yeah, we definitely need East Coast love.
Yeah, I've been to the East Coast twice, and like everyone out there was like amazing. They was like, we hardly get to see any Rangers. Everything is like West Coast or down south. Like we really don't get to see nothing of it. So we appreciate you guys coming out this way. And I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna have to start coming to the East Coast.
Yeah.
But I have a con next weekend in Michigan, so that's kind of like
Ooh,
not
that's
there,
cool.
not there, but it's close.
Is it
What's it called?
Monroe Comic Con.
Oh, okay.
Monroe,
Yeah.
I think. I should know. I'm sorry, guys.
Who else will be with you?
I'm not sure. That is a great question. I need to ask.
Okay.
I need to go ask.
Go see him in Michigan, people.
Yeah, if you're in the Michigan area, make sure to go see Jordan and take some pictures, get some stuff signed. I mean, that's what he's there for. Let's go.
Yeah, come out. Come see your boy.
Support our Rangers. This one's coming from David Machin. Did I say that right? Machin or
Oh,
Machin?
David, one of our channel members.
Hi, Jordan. What did it feel like to work with the OG Blue Ranger, David Yost, my favorite Blue Ranger of all time?
Oh man, it was an honor, man. Just to see David adjust to our young selves on set was just like amazing. Because like of course we go to work. I'm talking about Cosmic Fury, everyone. Like we go to work. Of course, we go to work to make this show amazing. But we also have to have fun doing it. So just to see David, like at first David would come to set. David will like work, like that's what he come to do. Like it's like he come get the job done, go home. Like and as like time progressed, like David will pull out his phone and just like start recording everyone. Nobody will know. Like he'll go set his phone up somewhere and start recording. So I've seen him post videos on his Instagram as well, like of like recordings and everybody like just doing what we do on set, and then we'll recognize like David like, oh, I was recording everyone. We're just like, oh, was we doing anything crazy? We just had so much fun on set, and just like David went like at the end, David was telling jokes and stuff. Like it'd be like everything was just like fun by the time everything like finished and stuff. So just to see him adjust and just take in like what our team brought to set every day. We brought laughter, we brought jokes, we brought, of course, work ethic. It was just like a accumulation of a lot of stuff. And David helped us out, my cast, out a lot. Just from like David don't like people getting treated bad. He don't like that at all. So he's seen moments here and there, and he was just like, okay, I'm gonna try my best to do something about that. And he did. So it was a lot of stuff that he did. So I appreciate David Yost.
No,
the Mighty Morphin cast went through a whole lot, as the world knows. So I appreciate. We had David on right after Once and Always came out, and we talked about his experience and coming up with the idea. And I didn't even know that it was him that had come up with that. And yeah, just hearing their story and the things that they went through with being so popular. They were so popular
overnight.
Yes. And then to have that break, the 3 and the 3, it was just awful. It was awful how it all worked out. So, I'm glad that you had that great experience though. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
This next one's coming in from Sheree TV.
Right.
Super chat. Raise them up high. I have to remind everyone. Everyone else is new now. I'm the veteran here. I have to say this, but he's cute. I'm sorry. Laughing emoji.
He is. I agree.
Thank you so
smile.
much.
The heart of gold, guys. So
getting that love. This one's
inside,
coming in from
the inside is more gold than the outside, even.
Yes, that's where the power of the gold comes from.
Yes.
Silver Bricks says, "Happy birthday to Jason David Frank. Rest in peace. Let's raise them up high.
Rest in peace, Jason.
Rest in peace."
Now we're on today's Jason's birthday. We were talking a little bit about that in our chat right before this. Does anybody have a favorite Jason moment that they'd want to share? Did you get a chance to meet Jason, Jordan?
Yes, I did. So I'm the only person. A lot of people don't know this. I'm the only person in my cast that met him.
Wow.
We met at Power Morphicon 2022. Right after we finished Dino Fury, we met in the restroom. So Rangers have their own like restroom, like through the green room and stuff like that. And I went into the restroom and I was using the restroom, whatever. And then he walked in and he knew I was like a Ranger or something because it wouldn't be just like a random person in the restroom or anything. So he was just like, "Hey, what season are you?" And I was like, "I'm the newest season that just like came out. We just did the last 2 seasons." He was like, "Okay, how you liking it?" And he like invited me into the Ranger family. He was just like, "Hey man, this is a family. Like there's a such thing as a Ranger family." So he just made me feel comfortable like being a part of the team. And then of course he found out I was a 6th Ranger and he was a 6th Ranger. So he was just like, "Yeah man, just that's weight to carry right there, man." And I was like, "I appreciate it." And I walked out the restroom and yeah. So,
that's a really nice moment.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
What about you, Kat? Favorite moment? Favorite Jason moment?
Gosh, so many moments. I often tell the one of when we were filming the movie, And in the rapid scene in Turbo, they had stunt doubles for us for that scene, but Jason was a bit of a daredevil, and he just decided, I want to do it myself. And I'm like, why would you do that? It's dangerous. And he's like, no, I got this. So I'm like, enjoy yourself. I'll be over here. So I was like, they had a hot tub for us because it was so cold. I'm sitting in the hot tub and I'm watching him come down, and he was like almost drowning. It was so crazy. And he gets out and he was like all disheveled and bruised and beat up. I'm looking at him going, and he says, like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? And I said, because you're stupid. He would do the stupidest things like that. So, but they got good footage.
Yeah, they did.
So,
How about you, Alexis?
You know, I was able to I would say the first time that I met him through Steve Cardenas, right? So we had him on the show that we used to do, Fantastic Duo Show, and then just out of that one time, just being able to sit with him and listen to stories behind the scenes, no cameras, it was just us talking, and then just finding that difference of like, okay, cool, we just got to meet each other, but then as months went by, like we became friends. He was leaving me voice messages and because he loved doing that on my phone and stuff like that. And I remember thinking to myself, like, what would I tell my, younger self, my 9-year-old self, my 10, 11, 12-year-old self, that I'm talking to one of the, the ones that you used to love. You used to love all of them, but you always had like a little bit of a favorite with the green one, right? Yeah. So it was just, that was the most incredible part of like, I was able to kind of put myself in that moment and say, holy bleep, this, he's such a nice person,
Oh, it's nice when your heroes match the image that you hope that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I've talked about some of my favorite past, but I'm going to do some new ones now. I would say on screen when we were filming Another Song and Dance, Jason, as everybody knows, did not want to sing. We had to sing, Jordan. And he was like, I can't sing. And I was like, it doesn't have to sound good. Just open your mouth. So, but in doing that, we just had such a great time, because even when the cameras were off, we just were singing and getting on everybody's nerves. But he would do this thing, which I just thought was hilarious. He had this braid that came like this, and he would do this thing and make it go back and forth like that. And it cracked me up. It cracked me up so badly. It was it was funny. And I would say off screen, I felt like Kat and I got a chance to see his heart with a lot of things. And, we were encouraging him with his spoken word. He tested it out on us first to see if we liked it. And then we encouraged him because we knew that he was fighting with, he had some things that he was fighting with mentally. And so it sounded like it was healing for him. So we were like, yeah, do it. Go out, do your spoken word. And so then he created videos and made a page and did all of these great things behind the scenes. But I will say that he loved his supporters. I love that word, supporters and fans. I'm going to start using that. I stole it from Jordan. He really loved his supporters. How many times a month would you say, Kat, that he was at a show? It was like
I would say at least 3 weekends out of the month. But not only that, there was also like, he would do a lot of lives and a lot of talkings to them, and he'd call people. I mean, he did a lot of stuff. It was his life. It really was his life.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gone too soon, but not forgotten. Yeah.
All right. So, well, happy birthday, JDS. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Birthday.
Any more super chats, Alexis?
No, I don't see any come in. No, so we're clear with the supers.
Okay. Fun questions. So, a fun question for you. If you came home and you opened up your refrigerator and there was a talking jackrabbit, what would you do? And
I'll probably close the fridge just to make sure I'm not tripping and open it back up, just to clarify that I'm seeing what I'm seeing. I don't know. Knowing me as my personality, I'll probably have a conversation with him. Like literally, I would probably have a conversation with him. Just knowing my personality and how I love to joke a lot, I would literally probably have a conversation with him.
Would you let him? Would you keep him?
Most definitely.
Oh,
That's legendary. Like, how many people can say they can like they have a talking like? Come on now.
right.
That's true. You'd be like famous.
Yeah.
Right. I would be famous for that, and I'll turn it to revenue.
Yeah. You'd have
Voila.
TikToks with you and the rabbit, TikTok dancing.
And that'll give me a reason to start back and getting on TikTok, guys. I need to get back on TikTok. Literally, like I built
There
up
you
a supporter base on there. Like I still got over 1 million still on there, and I just don't use that platform.
Yeah,
so
you got to get back on
I
that.
gotta get back on there. I need the jackrabbit.
You need the jackrabbit. See, Nakia, you've opened a door.
Come out here.
You opened the door. All right, my silly question is, if there was a zombie apocalypse, what 3 items would you take with you and you running away from them out of your house? It's a tough one.
It is a tough one. Only 3?
Only 3. Only 3.
Oh my gosh, that's a good question.
Think about it. They want to eat your brains. What do you gotta protect yourself with?
Right. Okay.
I want to eat your brain.
The 3 things I'm grabbing is a flashlight.
Yeah, good one. Because you could use it as a weapon as well.
I can use it as a weapon as well, and
There you
visual.
go.
I can see.
Yeah. Mhm.
A knife.
Yeah. Okay.
I will take a knife. And last but not least, what is going to be my last object that I just need in this zombie apocalypse? I don't know. Like, do I grab a bottle of water because I'm going to be thirsty?
Right? Or
I don't
food.
know.
Like you need to survive. Like what are you going to eat?
And that's what I think about in life.
What
like,
about a bike to get away, like so you can ride faster?
But I don't have a bike.
Jordan, you got to buy a bike. You got to prepare.
I got to buy a bike. You know what? It's out there. I got to get a bike. But, I haven't rode a bike in years.
You need a bike and you need a jackrabbit.
If I have my jackrabbit, I'm taking my jackrabbit because I'm going to have his 12. He's going to have my 6. So we're gonna
you can throw the jackrabbit at the zombie to protect so they can eat the rabbit and you run.
Yeah, it's gonna be a distraction.
Oh, that's his revenue. Darn it.
God, if you eat the jackrabbit.
Yeah,
That's
that's losing money once this zombie apocalypse is over with. But I don't, guys, I feel like I think I would be able to survive, but I don't think I see survival shows and stuff, and I'm just like, I can't do that.
No, I know.
I won't be able to do that. So during that time, it'll be a adrenaline rush. So I know I'll grab a flashlight, a knife, of course, to protect myself, and I don't know, a blanket. Because I'm going into hiding. I'm hiding.
Right, hiding, warmth. Yeah.
And nobody's gonna know you're underneath that blanket either, Jordan.
Exactly. So that is my 3 items: flashlight, blanket, and knife.
And a knife. All right.
My challenge with the knife, why not like a long machete or sword?
Because you said what I have in my home. I don't. Okay.
You can have a machete, Nakia.
That's true. We did say in your home. That's right. You probably not turning around with a sword.
In his home, when he's running, he's got to get out fast. What are you going to grab? He's going to grab a kitchen.
2 of those items is in the kitchen. So it's just
yes. So quick.
I'm imagining him with a flashlight, the knife, and then the blanket tucked into his pants.
I'm ready for war. I'm ready for war. Come on.
Like lioness.
Come on. And that's why I feel like, because survival is basically like what scary movies and stuff is about. You know what I mean? So I feel like in time, I should last in scary movies and stuff.
What happened?
Uh-oh.
Oh, uh-oh. What happened?
Your phone gave up on you. It said, nope, that's
My
it.
phone was
Nope.
just like,
There
you
we
know
go.
what?
There we go.
There he is. There we go. He's back.
I'm back. I'm back and I'm better.
And the only way he's going to be able to defeat these zombies is if he, of course, carries his morpher with him. He has to
He
grab
needs
it
a
as he's
morpher.
running
That's
out.
to solve everything.
That
Of
solves
course.
absolutely everything.
If I have my
Yeah.
morpher, I'm leaving 2 of those items. The knife and the flashlight can
You
go.
don't need anything else.
I don't
Exactly.
need anything. Because
You can get out of there.
I have the morphing grid on my side. So,
Oh, one of our members wanted to ask you, like, what it felt like when you teleported, like, because in your character held your stomach or something, like the character was like having a reaction to teleporting. Did they direct you to do that?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Of course, not for me and Russell, because me and Russell are longtime Rangers. I don't know if a lot of people caught on this, but in Cosmic Fury, I made a joke to David, which is Billy. I made a joke to him to where it was like, he was just like, I'm gonna let you youngins go do it. And I'm just like, technically, I'm the OG Ranger. A lot of people didn't catch that in my series. So, yeah, because technically me and Russell, which is me and Zato, Ayan and Zato, has been living for 65 million years.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah,
our
you're
original-
aliens.
Yeah, we're aliens, so we don't age. So we've been around a long time, and I'm glad that they brought that, like, and made it a joke in the series.
Yes,
it's
that's
like
really
technically,
cute.
So, yeah, it was great. It was great.
Aw.
Well, Jordan, thank you so much for being on the show.
I had a great time. It was great. That was
Aw.
fun.
Congrats.
Yeah. We have fun. We make it relaxed. Like, everyone gets nervous and like it's going to be nervous. We're just chatting. We're just chatting.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Just a quick chat.
We're excited about your movie project. Please keep everybody up to date. Where can people follow you? Tell everybody where they can follow you.
So guys, you can type in on any social media platform, just my name, Jordon Fite. But mine is spelled with the O. A lot of people get it wrong and they spell it Jordan. It's JRDONFITE, and that should bring it up on everything easily.
It's
Easy peasy.
JT.fight, right? JT.
Yes, that is my actual Instagram handle. It's
Yeah.
JT.fight. But if you type in my name, it'll pop up still.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, follow me there. I post a lot of interesting things. So
Is that your TikTok name too? Is it JT?
yes, TikTok name is Jordon Fite, like my name. Yeah, I tried to make
Jordan with
everything
an O.
like I just tried to make everything my name based. So if somebody, I won't have to be like, oh, it's JT Fite on this platform. Oh, it's J500 on this one. Like I was just like, okay, let me try to put my name on everything. So all I gotta do is type in my name, or just for easy to find me. And that's just thinking social media wise, help people follow you and stuff like that. So,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Little brother, we love you. And you're a cutie. We agree with Sheree that you are a cutie pie.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Thank you. See you soon.
See you guys.
Aw.
I love him.
He's the best. The best. And thank you, Alexis, for always being such a great support. The man, the myth, the legend behind the camera.
Yes.
I try, whatever you guys need me, I'm here to read and throw people out that are just being mean in the chat. And just have a good time. I'm here to have a good time. Anytime you guys need me, you know me.
There's not that many mean people, hopefully.
There is not. Thank God. Because of me.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
Jordan in Michigan at the Moreau Con, and then we're going to be in New Hampshire this weekend at 3 different comic book stores. We'll be posting that. I'll have to put that on the YouTube page as well. But thank you so much, guys.
Yes, thank you. We'll be at Double Midnight Comics, Jetpack Comics, and Mid Coast Comics this weekend. So it's posted on our pages if you want to get more information. But please come and see us. We haven't done a tour in this area, so it's going to be a fun weekend.
Yes. Bye.
Bye. See you next time.